Hi, I'm Dawn DeKisto. I'm a skincare specialist, and I help women all over the U.S., just like you, to get healthy skin, to build confidence, and trust what you see in the mirror every single day. And I love football.
And I'm Jamie. I love expressing myself with makeup. I will always be your number one hype queen. And if you love football and makeup, then we'll make great friends.
Hello, and welcome to
Beauty Touchdown.
Football? No, I said football because I'm so excited. Skincare, makeup, and football every Saturday. Hi, Jamie. How was your week?
It was great. I am so excited because tomorrow it's Packer football.
Ah! I want to scream. So it's football eve.
Yes, it's Christmas.
'Twas the night
Christmas
before
Eve.
football. Okay. 'Twas the night before football, and all through the house, not a creature was stirring, not even a Viking.
Because they're hiding.
That was so dumb. They should be hiding.
They should be hiding.
You know what? I love that. I know a little bit more about football now, so that every single game isn't like, I mean, of course, we want to win every single game, and it's super exciting. But I know the big picture, especially this year. And so if we don't win the first game, guess what? We're going to take you Vikings.
We'll get the next one. We'll win the North.
We're going to win the North. So, yeah. So, cool. And what are you doing tomorrow? Are you watching from home or are you going out?
I can't wait to get into the whole Packer game. But tomorrow I'm going to go to a Packer bar and watch the game with my friends. I'm going to meet up with a lot of my friends that I haven't seen. From one of my Twitter friends, Jasmine. I'll be going with her friends, Julie. I'm very excited to watch football with other Packer fans.
Oh, that's so great. I looked up the name of the Packer bar that I want to go to down in San Diego, and it's called the Local Eatery, I think.
Oh,
the local.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't think you were there, but that's the one I want to. If I ever get out of my hiding place and get to a Packer game, yeah, it's downtown San Diego. So
yeah, I have two events to go to in San Diego. My friend she hosts Packer events there. There's one at Hooley's, and then there's one at this other place. It's like a bar and grill. I can't think of the name right now, but in October. So
okay,
you're welcome to come. But I would love to meet you.
I would love to see you. Yes, and if worst case scenario, I just wear a mask the whole time.
Yeah,
I'm immune deficient. That's why. I say I can't even get, like, if I got a cold or a flu, anything, because it's cold and flu season too.
Yeah,
it'll take me out for a good month. I'm not kidding, like out. So because I tend to get really sick real easy. So it's not just the COVID thing.
You gotta take care of yourself.
Yeah, well, it's just, to me, it's like I don't want to lose another month of my life, right? Because I'm sick, because of something I could avoid. But I would love that. I'm looking forward to it. I can't even believe we're talking about it. And there's 18 weeks to football. So it's like, I got to start planning now what I'm going to do for each game. And, I was thinking about the London game too, which is going to be super early in the morning. So
I know.
I think all of us, especially on the West Coast, right, we're going to be probably watching in our pajamas.
Yes, I will. I'll be laying in my bed watching on my phone.
Exactly. So today I'm going to do something a little different, not just skincare. I'm going to focus a little bit more on makeup, and I'm going to talk about contouring in a way that it shouldn't be scary, and also layering and building our makeup. And whether we're doing color or we just want a natural lift to our look, or to change the shape of our face or look, especially if you're a little bit older, and you want to lift your eyes a little bit, make them more awake, or even if you want to have a cat eye look. I'm going to talk about those. I'm going to actually try to demonstrate those today. And Jamie's going to do a more bold look, right? You can tell us about that. But if I have time, I'll take my makeup off. But if I don't have time today, I won't be doing skincare, but we'll see how it goes. Yeah.
Yeah,
So
I'm going to be doing the complete opposite of what you're going to do. It's going to be pretty bold. I'm going to go dark. And I'm going to been trying out this new lipstick I got. It's called I can't remember right now, but it's a dark green. It's dark green. So I can't wait. And I'm also gonna pair it with a black lip liner, which I'm so excited to try.
That's really cool. We were talking pre-show, and the makeup that I use is it's not only safe, but it's fun to use on your eyes or lips. So I've done green and gold lipstick before with my makeup palette. So if I have time, maybe I'll try that. It doesn't look really great on me. But I'm not sure if I think I'm going to do green and gold too today, or some greens and light greens, like this kind of color is the highlight.
Yeah.
But I might make an executive move at the last minute and do purple, because I didn't do a very bold purple last week. I forgot I had some colors here I forgot to use.
Yeah.
So, and what I think,
go ahead.
I was just going to say, I'm going to start with one eye so that those who are looking for how to shape will get a better idea the difference between the left and right.
Yes. So I thought that since it's a free, we started the preseason with a Green Bay, and it's the first week of the official NFL season. So I'm like, let's go back to the basics, to my green and gold heart, to start with Packer makeup again, because I'm going to be going to Wisconsin next week. So I just need to get my makeup practice so I can be ready to show off my makeup skills in Lambeau next week.
Yeah, and look the part. Like, just look the way you want to look. I forgot some of my brushes. I just realized, I don't have that brush, but I have so many brushes. I will make two. Yeah, so I'm going to start by just using a contour palette and start really light. So anyone who's watching, whether you want to have a supernatural look and just a little bit of a pop, or if you want to go bolder, you just stay tuned in for the end, because I'm going to kind of build it. Would it be really weird if I just do one eye? I don't know. It's just so weird.
You know what? I was thinking about that. I always sometimes I was usually used to doing one. I'm doing like this eye to do this eye, but sometimes I just do this eye. But when I just do one eye at a time, they end up looking different. Like one eye is just better than the other, so I like to just go the same step back, because it just stays. It's a little bit more similar than I would just. It's very different when I just do one eye at a time.
Okay, so I agree. I don't think I want to do that. So how about I'll just do a little still here. Before. So then we'll just compare before and after instead, because you're right.
Yes.
When we do one at a time, it kind of breaks up the flow.
Yeah, but I've done both. It's just whatever my brain decides to do. But I have noticed that I mess up.
So what I'm going to do is I'm going to just use a kind of a medium contour, and what we want to do is basically make an outline, but not super dark, so you can barely see it. And so I'm just making an outline so that I know not to go outside that line. It's like color by numbers. Okay. And I'm not using my crease brush right now because I'm just creating the shape that I want. And it's kind of nice to do it this way, because a lot of people are afraid of makeup. But if you do, it's like a color by number thing where you're creating an outline and you're just going on the inside. That doesn't mean you can't go on the outside. And of course, you're going to blend it all together.
Yeah.
But if you start that way, it's kind of a fun way to do it.
And you said something earlier. You were like, talking about building it up, and that's the thing about using really bold colors, especially darker colors like purple, black, just really
Right.
pigmented colors. Is starting really light with a little bit of the shadow of the pigment on your brush, and just build up slowly, because when you just pack it with, it's harder to blend.
That's
It'll
right.
be patchy, so
Right.
gotta be
And the
careful with that.
yeah, and the thing I want to point out too is we're contouring even if we're using color. We are changing the shape of our eyes, our
Mm-hmm.
face, and whatnot, even with colors. So we want to be careful to do it in a way that we want to get the right results. We don't want to create a droopy eye accidentally or that. But the other thing is if you're using a lighter color to start, like an
Mm-hmm.
outline, like I'm talking about,
Mm-hmm.
bear in mind that you can choose the shade too, because once you do blend it, you can create either warmth or coolness based on the color that you start with. So I'm using a very neutral color so that it doesn't, so because I don't even know what color I'm putting on.
I love that. You're just creating creatively. You're just like,
That's
however,
how I am.
whatever I come up, which I love that, because I'm kind of like that too. I did try to prepare a little bit, not because the last two times I'm like, let me just see what I come up with. But I do
Right.
want to be a little bit more prepared. And then I keep forgetting. I've been wanting to use tape, and I keep forgetting. So I'm
Oh,
gonna put some tape on so that I can have a cleaner edge. Put that there. And it'll be less mess. And I just go boop, and I just like peel it out.
that's so nice. Yeah, I should be doing that. I actually have some concealer on and already, and I can tell but it's not a big deal because you can always put more concealer on.
Exactly. You can clean it up using concealer. I also have some makeup wipes in case I clean up. Okay, so let's talk about this. Like, anybody listening that does makeup, or even you, Dawn, there's two kind of people that do makeup. It's the people that do their face first and then their eyes, and then there's the people that do their eyes first and then their face. What is your process?
Usually face first and then eyes, but not always.
Mm-hmm.
And because I have pretty good skin, a lot of times I don't do anything with my face and I'm
Yeah,
just
yeah,
doing
yeah.
eye and lip.
Yeah.
I like my go-to 5-minute look is literally takes me 5 minutes, and it's a bold lip, it's an eyeline, it's more of the French girl look. It's just
Ooh.
clean face because back the French girls tend not to wear foundation like American. I mean,
Mm-hmm.
American girls are wearing a lot more.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
You go
So,
the 9 yards with the makeup.
mm-hmm. Yeah. So you can probably already tell I've got some shape going on and I'm barely just made the outline. And I'm taking my time because
Mm-hmm.
I don't
Mm-hmm.
normally take this much time, but I'm kind of, yeah. So,
Whenever I do a very detailed look where I'm going to do something a little bit more complicated, it really does take me 2 hours to do my makeup. It's because I just take my time and just blend and just build it up slowly.
mhm.
Because it does take time for something, especially if you want to be really precise.
Mhm.
Which today I'm using a lot of smaller brushes because I do want to be a little bit precise. And usually I've been doing just kind of like a wash and then a glitter, but I want to do a halo eye today, a little bit of a halo eye. So I'll do some green on the outside and then a gold in the middle. It's usually different.
I'm trying to decide if I want to do purple. And here's
Okay.
my purple, like a purple blue.
Which I love that because it's like we're representing the opponent. Oh, I
Right.
see. The purple blue. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, purple blue. Or if I want to do green, I kind of want to do green, but instead of green and gold for me, I thought I'd do green. Oh, you know what I did last night?
What did
Was
you
it
do?
last night or one night? I was just kind of, hanging out, and I decided I needed to do a color story for Green Bay because I don't like the green and gold. And I was like,
Mm-hmm.
okay, it's Green Bay, right?
Yeah.
Well, Green Bay is a green bay. It's water, right? So it's blues and greens,
Mm-hmm.
not green and that crazy gold. No offense intended here.
Mm-hmm.
But I
Mm-hmm.
think a lot of people agree. And I did a little color story. I should share the screen at some
You
point. I'll
should
share
share
that.
it. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
But it's basically more watery colors. So I don't mind. So it's like a hunter green. Think about this.
Mm-hmm.
Take gold out of the picture. Hunter green,
Mm-hmm.
because that's all about Green Bay and the forests and the green lush forests of
Yeah.
Wisconsin, and
Mm-hmm.
glacier blue.
Ooh,
like an
glacier
ice
blue.
blue, and then because of the
Yeah.
ice bowl and all that, it's
Mm-hmm.
beautiful. Can you imagine? And then
Yeah. That's
or as the complement, black and white are often used in those logos
mm-hmm.
too. But
Yeah.
instead of white, like that cream color, like the cream city color for Milwaukee, the
Mm-hmm.
Milwaukee
Mm-hmm.
brick
Yep. Oh
that they use
yes.
on the vintage. So if you take that just hunter green with that cream color,
Mm-hmm.
it's gorgeous without the
Yeah.
blue. And so I did a little color story. I'll share it.
I would love to see that. That sounds really beautiful.
It's
I'm
really
gonna say
so beautiful. Oh, hi, Lorenzo. Hello.
hi, Lorenzo. Welcome. We
Now,
always love
Lorenzo,
having Lorenzo here.
we're also going to talk about having skin like LaFleur. Okay. If you're a dude,
Oh,
I've got you covered too. And so I'll have to make sure I remember the dudes are here.
I know. Shout out to the dudes.
Shout out to the dudes. Hey.
I love it. I love it. We
Now,
love the men supporting the women.
that's so nice. Now, I already had a base on my lids, and the concealer that I use is a great base primer for
Mm-hmm.
eyeshadow as well. So now I'm going over with a little bit of what I talked to you about earlier was our wet dry
Yeah.
foundation, and that also
Yeah.
makes a great base for eyeshadow.
Oh, yeah, I prefer using concealer as eyeshadow base. This is my
Mm-hmm.
favorite concealer to use. Is the Too Faced Born This Way concealer. I use sand for my, and
Uh-huh.
it's not really bright. It's kind of matches my skin tone a little bit. But I
Mm-hmm.
really like how it's just really smooths it out. And I usually don't set it with powder, but I did set it with powder because what I noticed last week, my eyeshadow was a little bit patchy, so I just set it and it's going on much smoother this time.
Good. Now, so I made my little outline with my
Mm-hmm.
slanted kind of a stiff brush already.
Do you
So now I'm
see
going to
me
go in with
building? I'm building my
good. Yes.
hairline a
You
little
can
bit.
really see yours. Now I'm going to go ahead with my crease brush with pretty much the same color and just make sure I get the crease in. Now, if you're a little bit older, or even if you're not older and you want more of a cat look, you don't want to bring that crease. I know. Hi, Lorenzo. I put it up there so you can see it. You wouldn't want to go beyond your eye. So you want
oh,
to
let
kind
me
of
see.
make a line from where your eyebrow ends to where the corner of your eye is.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And so some people just go out too far, and then it ends up drawing whatever you're doing. You may or
That's
may
where
not
this
want
is
that.
helpful. That's why
Right.
it's happened to me. It could get crazy if you're not careful.
Right.
And also, you were talking about using the right brush, because if you have the
100%.
wrong brush, you will blow it out way too far out, and then you kind of look like a little bit of a raccoon, which is not a bad look because sometimes those high fashion makeups are really blown out.
Yeah.
But we're not doing high fashion makeup right now.
And I'm not, and I might end up building on this, but at least I'm not starting there. And we can always clean this up, of course.
Yeah.
But having this line drawn really does help. So now I'm going with a little bit darker version of that. And it's almost like I'm just starting with an eyeliner kind of look, but it's going to go beyond that.
Mm-hmm.
And sometimes I forget to put color under my eyes, or I just don't feel like it. I'm going to go ahead and continue to build under the eye as well. So I'll have a little bit more of a... So Lorenzo, what's your skincare routine?
Do you even have one, or do you just wash your face like all the other men?
We have... Oh, no, don't say all the other men. I have a lot of male clients.
That's true. Oh, okay.
We have an amazing aloe vera gel, which is a facial wash, but it's great for shaving. Men love it for shaving.
Ooh.
And it's also green. But it's green because there's chlorophyll in it and stuff like that. It's not dyed green.
Oh, okay.
But it's totally Packers.
I love
Packerman.
it.
Mm-hmm. Okay, where did I leave off? It's hard to do makeup. See, I can do my skincare routine. This is hard. I'm like, what did I just do? I don't know how you do it.
I love that we're both doing our makeup together. I love it. It's our little glam and glam daughter bonding moment. Can we talk about
That's right.
how you're my glamour?
Yeah, let's talk glamma and glam daughter.
Now, okay, so I never grew up with grandparents. Both of my grandmas are now dead. I never met my grandfathers because they weren't the best fathers. They just were never around. So basically, I only had grandmothers, and I briefly only hung out with them a couple of times. So I don't know what it is to grow up with grandparents. And then I met Dawn. I mean, isn't that a crazy concept? Like, I don't know what people that have grandparents, what that is like. Isn't that insane?
Wow. Yeah. Well, I'm glad I can step in and be your glamma and tell you how to live your life.
So, like, what do grandparents do for like, what is that? I don't know. I really did not know what that's like.
Well, I don't think there are any rules. I only got to know my mother's parents because my father's parents were all died young. In fact, he lost his parents when he was like, by the time he was 16, he was taking over as the head of house with his brother. Yeah.
Oh, wow.
So, but I had grandfather on my mom's side, and my grandmother was pretty glamorous and she was a character, and she was an artist, and she was funny and fun and kind of wild. She drove Camaros. She sounds
kind of fun. She sounds like a blast.
She was extremely fun. She was like water skiing, and she was still in her 60s. Now I say that now, it's like big deal. I'm in my 60s. I could totally water ski. But at the time we were like, Grandma's water skiing. She's crazy. But she was super, super fun.
That is so funny.
She liked to knit, and she made me all these hand designer with tiny little knitting needles, Barbie clothes, and I still have a whole box of my Barbie clothes. I'll have to show you. And then I have some that I have matching sweaters with my Barbie, and I still wear them. I still wear them. Not every day, like once a year, I'll pull those out. So
I got rid of my Barbies way too young.
I love Barbies.
And I was talking about the inner child on my Twitter today, and I think I might buy myself a Barbie because I got rid of my Barbies way too young, and I remember feeling like, man, I should not throw my Barbies away because I kind of miss them now. I don't know why. I literally threw my Barbies away. Why did I do that? I have no idea, but I don't know. I just kind of got into it. I think I just had a moment where like, I'm old enough, so I don't think I need to play Barbies anymore, but I regretted that. So I think I'm going to buy myself one. I'm actually going to Google for a Packer Barbie. You never know. It might be out there on Etsy. And I'm going to try to find a Barbie and then try to dress it up in Packers. And I think that's me touching base with my inner child.
I love that.
Do you?
I love that so much. You can probably find something, but you can also make Barbie clothes. I'm going to go with this light green on my lid, as my highlight on my lid.
Maybe I could buy little like blank clothes, and then you can make me a little stick-on thing.
Oh yeah.
Wouldn't that be cute?
We should here's something that a granny and a grandkid would do together. You know, you can just come over and I'll teach you how to sew your Barbie clothes. And how to design and how to make little patterns for her. Yes.
Immediately. I love
we could live stream it during the off season. We can do I have some collectible Barbies too. I've got some that are still in the box that are like Art Deco Barbie and with a greyhound, and oh my gosh, I love my Barbie.
I was obsessed with Tinkerbell growing up, and I had a Tinkerbell Barbie and I got rid of it because I think somebody shamed me about it, and then
something happened.
Yeah, somebody shamed me, and I just didn't use it anymore, unfortunately for me.
Somebody whose name we won't mention, right?
Yes. We will not mention that person because I can't remember.
Because you don't know
who it was. Because I don't know who it was, but I'm sure somebody shamed me into it, and I didn't use it anymore. I can't find my other goals, so I'm just going to use this one right here.
I'm not loving this green. Does not have a good thing. This is not my brand, this green. Let me tell you something. Because it's like a lot of fallout. You know, good eyeshadow. Oh,
I don't know
So
which one of these greens should I put.
where? Middle, center, or
And
outer?
this in the center. I was gonna do gold, but maybe this one here.
Yeah, that one. That's what I would pick, the bright one.
Okay, because there's, I mean, this one kind of like, this is the other one, but it's kind of, I don't know.
It
The
doesn't
green
have
one's
as
better,
much color.
huh?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, my green, once it's on, it hardly has any color. Do you even see it as green? Sort of.
It's pretty light. It is pretty light. Yeah, no, I like it.
But it's nice. You know, I don't like to go too crazy.
So Bakhtiari is, let's get into some Packer talk really quick. So Bakhtiari is on the injury list, and I was listening to Pack a Day. It was Maggie Loney, Perry Golds, I forgot her last name.
The happy hour?
Yeah, the happy hour and Pack a Day.
Yeah.
Did you watch it? It was so good. I mean,
Toward the end.
that's
Yep.
an iconic.
I'm so glad they're
group of
doing
people.
that. Yeah.
I love it. They're my favorite. Those are my like top favorite content creators for Packers, and people were like, "Oh, they're like really upset about David Bakhtiari being on the PUP list again, or just being on the injury list." And I think it was Andy Herman who said that maybe it's just not worth risking in the beginning. Like if he needs rest, this is a good time for him to have rest, so that
I agree.
we can really use him when it really counts. Which I'm like totally okay with that.
He's been saying that kind of all along.
Yeah, the whole time. Mm-hmm.
And so that was my response to it.
Yeah.
Like, I'm not terribly surprised as long as late in the season or even the playoffs. Although if he's not playing at all and then he's all of a sudden in the playoffs, that could be a little scary too.
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm going with the dark too. There's a matte and a shimmer of that green.
Ooh, oh my god, I love that.
Yeah, so that'll be on the corners.
These shoes go better with your finger, to be honest.
Some of them do, and then not all of them, but if you're getting a lot of fallout, what I call fallout, in other words,
when it just and I have a little bit of glitter
fallout. That's why I don't like doing my makeup,
my face makeup first because of fallout. It's just much easier to clean up when you have it.
Right. Yeah, there's arguments to be made either way. Yeah, for sure.
Mm-hmm.
So again, I use my angle brush to kind of create an outline, and then I'll use my brush, because if you just use your brush, if you're even if you're not intimidated, like I'm not intimidated, it's just like, again, creating an outline.
Yeah.
So that I'm doing first. And there's also the graphic look where you could just do that. You could just have
I want to practice my graphic liner too.
And you can do a graphic liner with powder. It's a little softer, or you can do it with liquid. Yeah.
Yeah. Love it. So yeah, David's out, and I'm honestly okay with it. I'm
okay with it, but it was like, wait, did he hurt himself again? Was it another injury?
Like, was it a setback? What happened?
Oh, I didn't hear that part.
No. They were wondering if it was a setback, which I hope it's not. But you know what? Jair Alexander is back, so that's pretty exciting to see what him and Stokes will look like. They were wondering where he would, because we are kind of stacked on secondary. We have Rasul Douglas, so it'd be really cool to see Rasul Douglas, Stokes, and Jair Alexander in the secondary. Like, who is gonna throw on us?
Right.
I think that what I'm more excited about as far as like Green Bay football is the defense. I'm excited to see Rodgers and what he does with his new weapons, and to see that now that he doesn't have his golden boy Devontae Adams, like what he's gonna do. Let me ask you a question about like Devontae and Aaron. Did you feel that he tunnel visioned a lot, that it was just hard for him to throw it? You felt like that too?
I felt like it, not only tunnel visioning, but getting the stats.
Oh,
and I don't appreciate that, because
what do you mean by like he didn't want to get the interception stats count against
both him? And helping Devontae get his stats.
Oh,
and it's like, okay, win the game, don't worry about the stats.
yeah.
That
I agree.
it's not unusual. So that. So I don't know if it was tunnel vision and then or insecurity on Aaron's part. Sorry, Aaron, but it's like you can throw to other people. There's a lot of talent out there.
Yeah. So
I mean, I'm all about Rodgers getting another MVP, but I want the team to go to the Super Bowl this year. I don't want it to be sacrificed.
Literally tweeted that, and some people were like, well, it's different. And I'm like, yeah, but he's already has 3 of them. I don't care about MVPs. I care about rings. And he can get the MVP, but I also want a ring. Like it's time. We're so overdue in winning a championship. It's been 11 years. It's just
it's
having an elite quarterback, and we haven't been able to get there again. It's just like what's
wrong with that picture, right? Exactly.
Yeah. And I mean, there's a bunch of reasons. We did get stuck with really bad defensive coach, and Dom Cappers. Yeah, it was like a lot of things, injuries, but it's not an excuse for me. I think it's time.
Right. Like it's time. We're done. Like we're so ready.
Yeah.
Especially if Rodgers is gonna retire this time around.
Yeah, what do you think happened? I mean, I know it's too soon to talk about this. I know, but I just can't help it. What do you think happens with him at the end of the season?
I think it depends on how the season goes.
Right? So if we win the Super Bowl, you think he retires?
I think he should, only because go out on top,
Yeah.
But I mean, if he still has a lot of, desire to play, I think that's great too.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I was listening to him on a podcast, actually at the Barstool one with Big Cat, which is like the Lions, no, the Bears fan, and he was telling him, he said 3 to 4 years, and
more?
He said, yeah, he says he gave them like a ballpark number. He said 3 to 4 years, and he was saying it all depends on his body, how his body felt. He said he'll know when it's time to retire, when his body's like this, it's done, like it's over. Right. And he talked about the possibility of what's going to happen if he doesn't get to the Super Bowl again.
What'd he say?
He just says he'll assess how his body is, whether it's
okay.
That's when he'll know, like if his body's like, okay, then it's time for me to retire. So he'll see how he feels then.
Gotcha.
So I was like, okay. I hear you, Rodgers. I hear you.
Yeah, and I mean, he should play as long as he wants to play. I don't, think he should do anything except for what he wants to do in terms of, I think he's earned that, but I think it shouldn't be about stats. It should be about the team. I just feel like there could be a little more of that all the way around. And
I have to agree.
And maybe Devontae was, like pressuring him, like to get the ball, and they all want the ball.
Yeah.
So,
So the thing about Rodgers,
and he ended up leaving anyway.
The thing about Rodgers is that he's always had like this trust issue. If he doesn't trust a receiver, he just won't throw to you. And I've heard people talk about Devontae being his comfort blanket, which he knew that when pressure was in his face, that was like his emergency go-to guy. But honestly, I feel like sometimes it hurt us.
Yeah, Devontae wasn't perfect. You know what bugs me? You know what? Okay, I have a question for you. Do you ever listen to national broadcasts about, football broadcasts, or just do you only listen to the Wisconsin stuff?
Like NFL. Usually,
NFL.
Yes, sometimes, not really, not all the
time.
Well,
a lot of people say, I forgot to do my eyebrows, and it looks a lot better because it's like you put eyeshadow on and you don't have your eyebrows on. It's like you look like you have no eyebrows.
Wow! So I just look at that dimension. I can see the dimension in your eye look. I accidentally put too much. I have to go back in with a darker color because I messed up.
I'm very uneven for some reason. Because I'm using this mirror and then I'm looking over here and it's like, oh. So bear with us. This is a work in progress.
So what's the national? What were
Well,
you
one
saying
of the
about the
things I
national
noticed
name?
is like, oh, when Devontae Adams was a Packer.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, he's maybe top 10. He's not that great. He's not that great. And then Devontae goes
Right.
to the Raiders. He's number one, right? It's like,
Oh,
how
all
did
of
he
a
become number
sudden?
one?
All of
Yeah,
a sudden, yeah.
all of a sudden, because he was a
Yeah.
Packer, he wasn't. And so there is a lot of animosity out there if you listen kind of carefully. I wasn't necessarily looking for that, but
Yeah.
I
But
remember
that's what
them.
you find. That's what you find.
Yeah. Yep.
Sometimes those national media outlets, to me, they're kind of like the NFL tabloids.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
I'm just like, I don't know. You guys are just spreading crazy narratives to get clicks, which is kind of what Rogers always says, anyways. But so I think he's part of that's kind of true at times.
Well, I mean, that's what
Taking way
everybody
too
does. I mean,
long.
that's their job,
Yeah.
but
Yeah.
you can't really, that's like the sky is blue, Rogers. But
yeah.
but I think there's definitely, by the way, I'm going back over because I'm not crazy about the colors. And now I'm doing that icy blue that I talked about, that glacier blue. Like, I'm going to do the Packer colors as I think they should be.
Yeah. It's your own representation of, or your own interpretation, I should say.
That's right. It's art.
What Green Bay means to you as a fan. And as somebody that's from Wisconsin.
I'm from Wisconsin. What did you say?
And as well as somebody that's from Wisconsin.
Oh, yeah. I'm from Wisconsin. That's right.
Do I love it?
Sometimes I clean up in between because I can't take it. So I'm just doing a little quick cleanup here.
What cleanup?
Yeah, because I had a lot of fallout on that one color. It's just like, oh God. Yeah, so
are there any of the wide receivers that you're excited? Anybody that
like
sticks
all
out
of them.
to you? Like all of them? Yeah.
I mean, so many of them, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so you want to make sure that, again, I've gone out a little too far already with my look. So when you're going out to here, see how it makes it more droopy? So I'm going to cut it into here.
Cut it. Okay.
See, it's almost like wearing a cat eye glasses where they would be here. And even though I had the line, I somehow went outside the line. So we're going to have to fix that.
It happens.
I'm going to actually do it a full fix with my washcloth. Because I went too far. Like, no, that's not fixable. I have to actually remove some of that. And I'm playing with colors here too. I'm not just, I'm like, I don't like that color. So I'm not normally taking this much time. I'm just playing around. First, I did the light green, and I'm not really crazy about that eyeshadow. That's probably why it's still sitting there practically unused, because every time I try to use it, it's like,
Some stuff is just a formula, to be honest. Okay, this,
exactly.
I don't know. What do you think?
I think it's pretty.
Is it? Okay.
Yeah, I like the lightness.
Whenever I do my makeup, while I'm doing it, I'm like, this looks disgusting. And then after it sits, I guess because of the warmth, it blends everything.
That's
melts into your skin. I'm like, oh, actually, that actually does look good.
Yeah.
That's true. Oh, I'm sweating. Okay.
It's warm here in California.
I think I'm ready. It is. It's been so humid. I was telling John, it's been so humid here. I feel like I live in a tropical state.
Yeah.
And it's a dry desert here usually.
Yes.
It's so dry here.
So
I don't know. Global warming.
It's definitely changing.
Global warming.
Everybody's like, we've never had a hurricane hit the
Don't
San
say
Diego.
the word never.
But that's actually not true. There have been, we get weather.
Really?
We get, well, at least in San Diego, because we're pretty far south.
Yeah.
But because of the shape of the coastline, the hurricanes that do hit the Baja Peninsula will shoot out as soon as they hit southern San Diego. So even in I'm in North San Diego, so we don't, everyone's like, oh, 90% chance of rain, you're going to get 3 inches. I'm like, yeah, I don't think so. It's not going to happen. And it didn't. It's like,
it somehow misses you guys, right?
Yeah. Especially right on the coast. So now I look like I have blue under my eyes. What is going on
Yeah,
here?
it does look like you have blue under your eyes.
What did I do?
Mm,
That's not good. We don't want
I'm
blue
doing
under our eyes.
a little bit of cleanup myself here.
Yeah.
And that's why I like doing my eyes first.
Yeah. And okay, so yeah, so this is better, but I still want less there. Big difference. And I love this concealer. This is an aloe concealer. Aloe, it's got mustard seed. So I feel comfortable wearing it around my eyes because we don't ever want to use things that are going to dry. Concealer, eyeshadows, makeup have a lot of minerals, and that's how they get the colors, right? And hopefully it's minerals and not like dye, FD and C dyes type of thing.
Oh yeah.
But, those can be drying.
To like the eye socket, you mean? Like the eyeball?
Yeah, wherever it hits.
Oh, okay.
Right. So that's one of the good reasons for using the aloe vera concealer as a base before you put your eyeshadows on, because it will kind of protect your skin from that drying.
If you ever notice, when I do my makeup, I don't do my bottom eye, like at the bottom. You know how some people do that? I don't do it because my eyes are naturally drier than like normal. So whenever I put eyeliner on, my eyes always get so irritated and dry. So I might do it today just so I can see. I did get a new lip liner, and I'm going to use it as an eyeliner and also my lip liner so I can see. I think I could move forward now. I took so much time doing this.
I know. Okay, we have a question. Why do my under eyes look so straight? I'm looking at my lighting. There's something weird
you
going.
look green at the. You have like green at the bottom.
Really weird because it's not here in the mirror. It's like some kind of a weird shadow. Okay, so Lorenzo has a question.
He said he's back. It says, "Hey, I'm back. I have a question. How many touchdown air runners will throw tomorrow?" I wish I would have watched the Andy Herman breakdown. I wanted to, but I didn't. It sounds like their secondary isn't that great. So I think that we should be able to. Well, no, just kidding. Actually, Andy Herman said that he thinks it's going to be a low-scoring game. So I think their defense is probably going to stop us a little bit, and it's not because. It's going to be because it's a first game. They haven't had any much playing time. Not that that's really going to affect them, but they're going to be building their chemistry between Aaron Rodgers and their receivers. So I think that they might exploit that. So they might not get too much. Maybe 3. I think max 3.
So he thinks, and the larger question is, how many times is Roger going to get sacked by Za'Darius?
Oh my God. Let's talk about that. I'm so disappointed that he left and they just started talking so much trash. Like, I hope that what he's saying isn't true, that they weren't like mean to him. Right. I mean, I don't see why or how. Maybe it's something he felt. Maybe it was like an insecurity he felt because he was gone so long because of his surgery, and then he was coming back, and he just felt like maybe he had too much expectations of how people would receive him back. But I mean, something happened where there was a miscommunication.
It's weird. It's really weird.
It's just, if something happens, I don't know. I don't think that. I'm like, dude, does everybody that go to the Vikings or the Bears, do they get like brainwashed to just like hate the Green Bay Packers?
Pretty much.
It's like, wow, everybody that goes over there, they just go and like start talking trash, and I'm like, I think they like get brainwashed.
It must be part of the contract.
Yeah, right. We're gonna pay you this much money, but you have to talk trash about the Packers.
Right.
It's in the clause. Okay.
Yeah. So 3 touchdowns.
I think 3 touchdowns is realistic. What do you think?
Yeah, maybe 2 or 3. It's not going to be. Yeah, I can see how it's not going to be a shootout.
He thinks it's 2017 that they won't let us score more than 20 points, which is 2 touchdowns and a field goal, I think.
Right. Of 2 touchdowns, a field goal and an extra point. Like, so 2 touchdowns, 1 with a 2-point. Yeah.
Yeah. Which that sounds pretty realistic, I think. And I don't think that they'll probably, I don't know. I don't know how we are in the run game. I don't know how much better we got. So hopefully we don't have to deal with too much with Dalvin Cook.
Yeah.
I think they're gonna try to gash us through the ground. I don't think they'll be able to do much on air, to be honest. I am pretty confident in our secondary.
Okay. And I think we're going to see what this defense, the Packers defense, is all about.
Mm-hmm.
My biggest concern, we've essentially lost Bakhtiari, right?
Yeah.
For all intents and purposes, he's not going to be playing.
Yeah. I mean, and I wouldn't want him there if he's not 100%.
No, we don't want to make it worse, and we definitely don't need the game that we don't need to win.
Mm-hmm. Like, it's important, but it isn't important. Like, if we lose this game, Packer fans, if you're listening, and we lose this game, we're going to be fine. It's going to be okay. And it doesn't mean that that's what the rest of the season is going to look like. Because remember last year, I was at that game when the Saints literally destroyed us, and I blame it on the heat. I have a theory that we can.
Were you at that game?
I was at that game. I got
in Florida.
Really drunk. Yes. And I'm glad I did, because it was like kind of miserable. Yeah, it was just
Florida is miserable. We don't want their weather.
It was super humid. Yeah. And it was a terrible game, but it didn't that they got better. Like, that was just, honestly, it was a fluke game, because then they dominated the rest of the season.
Right. It was a weird way to come out.
But I have that theory that they cannot play in the hot sun.
It's hard to play in the hot sun. I mean, it could have been that. I don't know. Oh God, it could have been a lot of things.
I know.
I don't have that weird color under my eyes anymore.
No, what happened?
And I hardly did anything. I mean, I think it was just like some kind of a weird shadow.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, see how it just changed a little? I think.
Yep.
Yeah, because it's not here in my mirror.
So, Lorenzo, if you're still here, tell us what do you think, how many touchdowns he's going to hit?
Thank you. Sorry. Lorenzo, tell us how many do you think, and how do you think, I guess my question is, how well are they going to protect Rodgers without Bakhtiari?
Great question.
Now, we didn't have Bakhtiari most of last year.
And well, the lineup that they were talking about without him, it's kind of what they used last year, and they did okay. Just Rodgers has to not hold on to the ball.
Rodgers needs to get over his insecurities. He's a big enough boy now. I'm sorry.
Needs to get rid of the ball faster, and that's what I hope that he is doing. That he does this year is not hold on to the ball so much, right? And also hoping that the players get open, that the receivers get open. I'm excited to see the tight ends more. Like, he has so many options. He not only has his receivers, but he has tight ends.
Tunyon.
So I'm excited. Yeah, Tunyon is back. So that's very exciting. I shouldn't talk and do my eyeliner. I just messed up. But anyways, yeah.
I'm messing everything up today. I don't know what my problem is.
It happens. Because let me tell you, doing your makeup and talking is hard.
Well, I was looking for my green eyeliner and I put black on, and I'm like, oh, you can't it's really hard to blend off black, and I'm not going to start over. So I'm going to put some green on the.
Oh, okay.
Maybe I'll do a tight line green.
My eyeliner. Yeah, I am so hot.
Oh, that's a bummer.
So I'm excited for the defense. I'm excited for the offense. I think that we're going to be fine. I think that we're still going to be. You know what I don't want this season? I don't want the first round bye. I want to struggle into. I would love it, and maybe I'm crazy for this, but I would love it to enter the playoffs as a wild card, because that's kind of what happened when we went. The last time we went to the Super Bowl, we entered as a wild card. We struggled in. So I would love that. So if the Packers struggle this season, I'm not gonna be worried until the end. Until we miss the playoffs and be like, damn, that sucked.
Oh, we're gonna die if that happens again.
But I'm gonna get so excited if we enter as a wild card because I'm like, oh my god, maybe Rodgers will kick in and do. That's when we need him to do hero mode is.
And that's where I don't know what's happening with him. It's like he just hasn't been able to keep it going. Keep it up.
Yeah. You just can't deny that there's been a little bit of a difference. I mean, he's still amazing. He's still great. He's getting older. He can get out of the pocket like he did before. So that's why I think it's so important to have a good offensive line. But and another reason why I've been crying, and I know that you feel the same way about running the ball. Run the freaking ball. Because if you give the ball to the running backs, it's less time that Aaron Rodgers has to spend running away from, especially if your all line isn't strong enough. Like, run the ball, especially if you have a good a good set of running backs.
And we do
run the ball, and we do. So it'll give Aaron Rodgers a little break as he ages. Oh, so that's why I was excited that and I was reading Dusty's newsletter on the pony package, and it's just basically a two running back set, and he expects for us to see a lot of that, which I'm very excited. And it gives like a lot of different looks. You can do a screen pass, you can do like just a pass, or you can just give it to the running back. So I'm excited to see a lot of AJ Dillon and Aaron Jones. I think the other guys in the practice squad. I was hoping Kylan Hill was back.
Okay, so Lorenzo says, I think Rodgers throws 3 touchdowns. I think our offensive line will protect. Yay! I think so too. I hope so.
Yeah.
I really hope so.
I said 3 too.
Yeah.
But I think 3 is doable, to be honest.
Aaron Jones is going to be great. And I hope Aaron Jones can just stay healthy because that is such a tough position. And he's not a super big guy.
He's not a big guy, and he's a shifty, like they're very different kinds of running backs. Like Aaron Jones has good hands, and so does AJ Dillon, but he has good hands. He's a hybrid back. Like he can play as a receiver, he can be a running back, and he's not a power running back, but he's like a little shifty, very like he can slide in. He's so small that he can slide in through, and he's still strong though. He still has strong legs. But I think that's his thing, and he's fast because once he gets to a hole, he takes off and there is no catching him. So, and that's where I think Aaron Jones, that's where his strength is his speed and his hands, and how small and shifty he is that he can just get through the holes. And then AJ Dillon's just a power back, he just can, like, even after tackling, he still gets yards after, which is a really good thing for a running back to do.
Yeah,
because you can get stuffed up but still get positive yards, and you want that.
Yeah.
Did you see the game on Thursday? The Bills. What do you think? What did you think about the game?
Well, the Rams really got mushed. I didn't think it'd be
were
that
the Rams
close.
that bad, or the Bills that good?
I think the Bills are good.
The Bills are good. Let's just kind of say that.
The Rams are bad. Everybody's going to be shaking off their.
The Bills look good. Let's see if they have a drop. Let's see if they have a drop off. Because the same thing that we're saying that, like, the first week doesn't identify the team for the rest of the season, because you never know. They could have a really strong start and then die off and then miss playoffs.
Exactly.
But the Bills did look really good, and the Rams did not look good at all. Stafford got intercepted like 3 times.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, that was.
He's kind of like Brett Favre, don't you think? Has a cannon, but gets intercepted because maybe he doesn't make great decisions, or he throws into double coverage, or there's just also his offensive line was not protecting him very well. He was running for his life.
And I wasn't paying as super, super close attention as I normally would be, because we were doing our podcast at the time.
Oh, that's right.
I need my sharpener. I was going to do a white tight line, but I'm not going to do it because I don't want to scratch my eye with this not being sharp. So I'll skip that. The other thing I wanted to mention, I just pulled in just because I had to fix up some boo-boos. So if you have a crayon eyeliner and you want to use it to contour, basically, you want to blend it. You want to use a cream blender brush for cream eyeshadow, not
When I want to see
powder. Sorry?
a cream eyeshadow, you said?
Well, to blend it, if you're using a crayon eyeliner
Oh,
and you're using
okay.
it as, like what I did is I went in,
Mm-hmm.
I used my cream brush. You need a stiffer brush to blend it because it's better. It's heavier.
Yeah.
That's all.
Oh, okay. I see.
Mm-hmm. All right. Jeez, that was complicated.
Oh my God.
And I really haven't even got much of a look
I
going.
haven't even done my face.
Do your
I really
face.
took a long time on this eye look. Look, what do you think?
It's nice.
Does it look even? Tell me the truth. You can, don't lie to me.
It looks as even as it needs to. I mean, it's
Okay.
never going to be. I don't think
They're cousins.
Not
fifth cousins, but second cousins, twice removed. Just kidding. You know, I'm Latina, so I never understood the whole third cousin and second cousin twice removed. I never understood that concept. So it's just really funny to me because
so the other thing glamas do is they're there to, they kind of just tell you how great you are because they love you so much.
And you do that very well. Thank you so much.
Well, because they're not your parent and they don't have to deal with you. They're your grandparents tend to spoil their grandkids. Yeah.
Yeah, when they get annoying, okay, here you go back to your mom.
Right.
You could just be
Right.
like, okay. Be done with the child.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
So let's see. And so they take you out to lunch and you have sleepovers. Sleepovers. And you get to do like eat all the stuff you want to eat and all those things. I'm answering your question from like an hour ago.
Oh. Yeah, because I don't know what it is to have a grandma.
Well, you know now, or you're gonna get to know now, right?
I know. Oh my God, what's going on here?
So let's see, what else does my granny do? So you should take me to lunch, and sometimes she would take me to do things I didn't want to do.
Like what? Like what kind of things are like?
She liked to go fishing and stuff like that.
Oh, okay. Oh, that's so Wisconsin of her.
Right. Right.
That's such a Wisconsin thing.
I'd be like, oh, okay. I would do anything with my grandmother though, so it was okay.
Mm-hmm. Like you didn't mind it because you
happened very often.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I never understood. Like, I just have one memory of her taking me fishing. She came by early in the morning. She had like waiters and like she's all dressed up. I don't remember her, you know, and it might have just been her gig for the day, you know, because she was really creative. But she's like, get up. I'm good. And she always wanted me to get up earlier than I did. And we're going to go fishing. And I said, can I go? I'm going to go. And I never understood it because we went fishing like at this area. I think it was called Shoops or something like that. Mm-hmm. But she had a pier in front of her. She lived on Lake Michigan with a pier. So I was like, why are we doing this? And why are we doing this so early? But she, you know, grandparents like,
are you gonna make me wake up early? Is that what you're saying?
No, I'm not an early person. I'm a nocturnal person. She never, that one she wasn't real supportive about. I'm gonna just add a little bit of dimension here with a pencil, and I'm doing like a blue, so I'm gonna have that blue and green thing going on.
Okay.
So I'm just going into my corners because I did it with powder earlier, and I think the colors under my eyes was fallout that I somehow missed.
Oh, I see.
Anyway, like I would show her my artwork because our family was really into art. That's the best. That belongs in a museum. You know, it was always like really over the top. So grandmothers were there. At least my grandmother was very encouraging, you know, and just fun. And she always made crazy food, you know, special foods.
What kind of stuff did your grandma cook for you? Because that's something I have seen a lot, like in movies and stuff. Like grandma always comes with like cookies and like all these yummy meals.
Oh, she made crazy cookies. She made gumdrop cake.
Oh wow!
Yeah, and she made potato chip cookies.
Oh my God, potato chip!
I mean, she was like indulgent, and as far as ethnic stuff, she made Bohemian, like she made kolaches,
Mm-hmm.
which is from Bohemia, which is a part of like where Germany and Czechoslovakia meet. It used to be a country. But that's like a really interesting pastry, and it was really yummy. Like the kolaches was a couple times a year. I'm trying to think, what else did she make? She she was like, if we had if we were grilling out burgers or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if she made her own buns, but she always had to put sesame seed on the buns. Oh, she would toast the sesame seeds. It was a big deal for her.
Oh wow. Mm-hmm.
There were just certain things that she was really important to her. But her food was always good. Sleepovers were fun. You know. And my grandfather, he was always there, but it was always the grandmother who was. Now I'm getting hot. I don't know why I'm getting so hot. All of a sudden,
it is very hot.
Yeah, oof. Probably. Okay, yeah. So, but mostly, she'd obviously ask me what I wanted to do.
Ow! Sorry.
Yeah, Rams did get.
Yeah, I did not. I thought it would be a closer game.
I did too. I think it was expected to be like a 2-point spread.
Yeah. It did not happen.
It's not a good way to open up at home.
Yeah.
As a Super Bowl champion.
I know. I'm trying to think if that's what happened to who won the Super Bowl before that. The Chiefs. If that's what happened to the Chiefs the last time.
I don't remember. I mean, I think they're all unique. Sometimes I find that the way the NFL keeps all the teams super competitive, like it's kind of annoying. It's really hard for any team to get a momentum.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, but that's what they do. They kind of want to keep it close.
That makes sense.
Okay, mascara. I'm just like, la 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 la. This is what
happens. I'm just taking my time. I'm just chilling.
Where's my mascara?
I'm almost done.
Okay.
Oh, here it is.
I like our mascara. It's like I had all this other mascara. And a lot of people were buying mascara from me. And I didn't realize how good our mascara was until fairly like the last year or so. Like, oh, I like our mascara. But we had different formulas. It's like changed several times. Okay, little granddaughter, what would you do if you were making me up where I'm at right now?
What do you mean?
What would you change? Like, should I add? What color lip should I do? Do you like my eyes?
Yes, I love your eyes. I think a pinky nude would look so cute on you with that look.
I don't know if you really see the color, but I do have a lot of different colors in here.
No, I could see it, but I could see I think a pinky nude would look really cute.
Okay, for the lip.
A little pinky
That's what I have
would
here.
Look so cute.
Oh, and one of the things I was talking about was using. You can use if you have the right makeup. You can use color on your lip. You can use if you have the right makeup. Some makeup can be used on your lips. Are you going to do your green or are you going to do black?
You know what? How do you think? I thought it would come out darker, but it didn't come out as dark. This is pretty light. I could also do a pinky nude or a nude color, but I think I still want to try I'm going to do an eyeliner at the bottom so I can still do the dark lip. But I'm not even there yet. I'm taking my sweet time.
Okay. I haven't done any like blush or contour with my cheeks, but I haven't.
My skin isn't great, so I need to do the 9 yards for myself.
The what?
So my skin,
9 yards?
I can't just get a what? Laura?
I thought you said 9 yards.
Oh no! Oh yeah, I have to go the full 9 yards. As far-
Gotcha.
Yeah. Oh,
Beauty Touchdown is live and you didn't know it. Why didn't you know it?
Hi. Yeah, you let
No.
me down, Ronald. What's wrong with you? Just kidding.
Ronald, friend, but
I forgive you. I forgive you. Where are you watching the game tomorrow, Ronald? And what about you, Lorenzo? Where are you watching the game? So yeah. So what? Wait, you didn't tell us where you're watching the game, Dawn. What are you doing tomorrow?
oh, I'm probably just gonna watch here. There's a light.
Mhm.
I've been kind of like maybe I should watch the first game down at the Packers place down in San Diego, but it's so
Mhm.
hot and yucky. I just think I'm gonna stay
Yeah.
home and eat my cheese popcorn. Well, because I don't want to just watch the game. I want to watch games all day, and I don't want people bugging me.
you know what? If you ask me what I prefer, if watching a game at a stadium or at the bar, I honestly prefer watching the game at home by myself because I can actually focus on the
Right.
game. When I'm like at the stadium or at the Packer bar, I'm talking with my friends. Like there's just like a lot of distractions on, and it's just I don't pay attention to the game. I like to go home and watch the game after because I always miss something, and I'm like, what? I didn't remember this happening. There's just so much distractions. So I actually do prefer, while I like hanging out with my friends and other Packer fans, I do prefer being at home. So
Yeah,
I'm
same.
right there with you.
Yeah.
I am right there with you on that because
Oh, I know what I was gonna do. I know. Okay. We have a new cream blush. It's like an old back in the day when I was little.
You're so cute.
We used to use okay, I gotta open this. I got a new thing here. Things like this. They're blushes like as in a like a lipstick thing, but only bigger.
Mm-hmm.
And I loved them. And all of a sudden, my company just started. Look, it's a cream blush, and it's like one of these puppies.
Oh, I love that. I've been getting into cream blush. That's what I use. I have this Elf.
Now I'm
cream
doing
blush.
this for the first time. Yeah.
It's really beautiful. I really like it. I've been enjoying cream blushes.
I need to get a new powder blush because my favorite blush broke. It's literally
Yeah.
pieces, and I refuse to throw it out because it's my favorite, and I haven't been able to find another one. So
I must have
I'm holding on
50
to it.
different blushes. I wear none practically. Oh, I like this one. That's a nice color.
Yeah, I like that. I like that color. And that's a highlighter? Or, no, you said it's a cream blush.
It's an actual blush. Yeah. I was going to contour, but I like it. I wonder if I could do that one, but no. That's not a do two in one.
I love that we're doing our makeup together.
I'm just happy.
Oh, I like it.
So happy.
Oh, I like this cream blush.
Oh, my back hurts. Dude, like my back just hurts. It's like
I hate that.
it's on my left shoulder. Between my shoulder blades on my left shoulder.
It's so annoying. I need to go to the
probably
doctor.
emanating from your neck.
Do you think so? It could
It
be.
can
Everything's
be.
connected.
If it's involving your shoulder and your back and your upper back, it's probably a tight
just
neck.
this one point that just feels tight. I just have pain. And I'm trying like to sit. I don't know, man. That's why I bought this chair because I have a stool that I usually sit on.
Mm-hmm.
I love that, Ronald. Thank you. Because we also sometimes talk about football. The first part we weren't talking about football, but then we did. Oh my God, I got some makeup all over myself.
Yeah, one thing I sometimes screw up when I do my blush and contour on my cheek is I start here. You got to start in your hairline and go this way, not.
I used to do it down here, and now I'm,
you have to start. I know I caught myself today. I was like, oops.
It's new to me though, because I didn't do that before.
It makes a huge difference.
Okay. Guess I'm not doing bronzer today.
And I really should have done my contour first.
I think I could move on.
Especially if you wear your hair up. You really have to go.
Oh, I should do my eyebrows.
Lord,
okay.
Lord help me. I haven't like waxed my eyebrows in a long time, so It's hard to do
Same.
my eyebrows because they have no shape. I have like no shape to them.
So Ron says he does Home Alone, just me, my jersey, and my new beanie. What does your new beanie look like? Are you on YouTube? I think you can't put
He's on YouTube, yeah.
pictures in the comments on YouTube.
But yeah, I'll be going to the Packer bar tomorrow.
I'm jealous though. I
Very
kind of want to go.
excited.
Yeah.
know.
No, I need to come up to LA too.
I know I know it would be really awesome. I invited Packer's Twitter. If you're in LA, come hang out at this bar.
Jasmine's going to be a guest on our podcast pretty soon.
Yay!
Did she tell you?
I love it. No, she hasn't told me.
Why not, Jasmine?
Jasmine, why didn't you tell me? How dare you?
Why didn't you
We
tell
told
me?
each other everything. I'm just kidding.
I started cutting my bangs before we started.
I can't even believe you. I mean, at least you know how to cut
I need to go get my hair. I want to do layers, I think. Just keep it long, but just something. Just something. I need to do something. Okay,
these eyebrows are so frustrating to me. I'm going to put a jersey on and take pictures after this.
How about no. So I need something a little more color.
Let's see.
Our favorites here. Ooh, this is a good color. What do you think?
Everything? Oh, that's pretty. It's like a coral.
Yeah, but it's not. Well, let's see how pigmented it is. I've already, by the way, contour wise, everyone who's listening for my contour gig today, I've already contoured. Let me show you what I did, ladies. The best thing for me, and I think people who don't like, again, I don't normally go with a super bold, now I can't find what I'm looking for, with a super bold, a lot of, makeup is, and a more natural look, especially if we're, of a certain age, let's put it that way. I contour, I can't find it. I contour, oh, here it is, it's hiding, with a lip crayon that's a flesh tone, like a color of, not a color. Okay. So again, we're contouring, but not with color, but we can also contour with color. But when it comes to the lips, and if you're a little bit of a certain age, you might want to use just a flesh tone. Okay. Darker than your actual color of your flesh. But so.
Oh, for your lips?
First. Okay. For your lip line and to create. So basically, yeah. So I go just along my lips, a little bit underneath, because what you're doing is you're creating a little bit of a shadow, so it gives you a fuller lip. So you see how if I go under,
do you tend to overline just a little bit?
Ever so slightly, if I'm doing it with a natural color.
Oh, okay.
Not with the, yeah. I mean, I used to be able to when I was younger, but when you start getting lip lines and stuff. See, the thing about lines and wrinkles is what you're seeing is a shadow. You're not seeing actual wrinkles. You're seeing the shadow of the fold of the skin. So if you think about it that way, so yeah, I'd start with that. And then you can also use the same crayon and go on the insides of your lips and leave the center without color so that you have shape. And I had already done that. So I already had some shape to my lips compared to if I hadn't done that. And then, so if you wanted, you could just put some color right in the center if you wanted.
I've never done black eyeliner, so I'm really nervous about what I'm about to do. So I need you to talk. I need you to talk because I need to focus. I need to focus. Oh, I'm so scared.
Okay, I'll keep talking. Don't be scared. I know. Don't be scared. It's going to be perfect. Before I started I was feeling so disconnected to Packers Twitter, football. I hadn't watched any. I was so lost. But thanks to the show, like I mentioned before, it brought me back. And this weekend, yeah. And this week, I was just more active on Twitter, and I just felt again reconnected and excited for football. And like I started watching football content again because I didn't even want to watch football stuff, anything. I don't know. It was really sad. I had never felt like that before. But I'm so glad Granny did her job.
You did.
I
That makes
loved
you a
it.
cool grandma because not
I
everybody's
know. I had a
grandmother,
cool
you
grandma.
know.
I had a cool grandmother. I really did. And I had cool parents. I have cool parents. Well, my dad's gone. I have one
Hmm.
cool parent.
Mm-hmm.
She likes to have fun, my mother.
I met her briefly today, guys.
Yeah. Jamie got to meet great grandma.
Mm-hmm.
Great grandma. Okay, how do we like this color?
How
Grandma
many
needs
sisters do you
glasses.
have? Wait, that
Two.
looks. I like that. I like that.
That color.
I like that a lot.
Yay. I can see my eyeshadow now. Okay.
You're hilarious.
It looks pretty. Oh, yeah, I can see the color. Oh, by the way, I need to do like a still so I can have because I'm not good at selfies.
You're not. You know what? It's just about the right angles.
I know actually that you could teach Glamma
Yeah.
more about that. I don't know.
All the angles.
Yeah.
You know,
Okay,
I
this is
used
a
to be a
highlighter.
photographer.
Hmm?
I used to be a photographer.
I'm a good photographer. I'm kind of shy
Sometimes
about
it's different.
I'm shy about pictures of myself.
Wow, look at this. This makes me
Great.
feel like a chola, you know, like those girls that like.
Oh yeah.
Uh,
Okay, this is a lip finisher. Like I think
is
you
it
talked
lip
about.
gloss?
Look at it. It's sparkly.
Ooh,
And it's
I love
kind
that.
of a nude, yeah, champagne-y kind of color. So I'm going to put that just in the center.
Mm-hmm. That's perfect.
Right? Again, so because we're doing contour.
Sorry that there's a little silence, but this takes
Silence is
a
golden.
lot of concentration. Okay, I'm excited to go in with this new lipstick
I love that.
because it's green. Let's see what this looks like.
You have to drive 4 hours, Ronald, to meet other Packer fans. Where does Ronald live?
He lives in North California.
In where, California?
Up north.
Oh, well, there has to be Packer fans like in San Francisco or Monterey.
I have it in mind to go up there.
I would love to go up for a 49ers game.
Yeah.
I know.
I could have gone.
Let them. I love this one. Let them know. Shovel a butt.
Stop. I can't. I can't with you. I love you.
Yeah, only Raiders and Niners up there. Really?
Ew.
Yeah.
Okay. Mama.
All right. And so this is a highlighter for my, give again a little bit more.
It's different. It's definitely different. What do you think? No? Yes?
I have to zoom in. I was doing my highlighter.
I was trying to find my
I like it. That's kind of what, believe it or not, I did it that dark last year. I probably have pictures somewhere just for fun. My sister didn't like it. They had like the audience of one. Too dark. She didn't like my eye makeup either. Too dark.
My mom is like that. She doesn't like anything bold. She likes everything. She was like, "Oh, you look ridiculous." But I love how I look because I like being bold and creative and just do colors.
Yeah. Well, I was just playing around. Wanted to see what it looked like. But yeah.
But my mom doesn't like anything too crazy.
Yeah. My mother's pretty conservative too that way.
Mm-hmm. Oh, I just put down my lip liner and I lost it. What? What did I do with it? Oh my god, it was just right here. You just hate when like things disappear in front of your face.
I know. I've been doing it all day.
I know it's here.
I don't know why. Everything's here.
I'm probably looking at it, but I can't see it.
So should I take my makeup off? Do I have enough time? Or should we just...
We're at 19, an hour 19.
Oh, no, then let's not. Because I think later on, just so you know, I will take off my makeup Always take off your makeup before you go to bed.
Take a picture.
I'm going to put on
the
the overnight mask.
Oh, I found it.
Which I tried once so far. It's just, I'm going to do my peel later too. And I'm going to do the peel on my feet.
Should I hold on to the skincare then? Because that would be really nice to just like
bring it for your trip. Although it might spill all over. What I was going to say is make sure you have like a little Tupperware like this, so that you when you open the pouches, just do a little snip on the corner, even though you can rip them open, and then stand them up so they don't all spill all over the place. Now I do have some redness on, especially on this cheek. That is because I had steroid injections into my spine, and it made me have like a sunburn this week.
Oh,
so so for some reason I'm noticing it popping up right now. More on one side than the other, but my face, when we did the podcast on Thursday, I had to put makeup on because my face was bright red from the steroids. Oh my gosh. Yeah.
It's crazy. Well, I'm glad hopefully it's helping you feel better.
It will. It takes a week or two to actually for the benefits to accrue. Yeah. But I'm glad I did it. I was reluctant. I don't like doing steroid injections because it gives me really bad insomnia.
Oh, really?
But it helps. So I had been a long time since I did anything like that. So I haven't any procedures like that. So, so I want to cut my hair, but I don't know what to do with it.
You're gonna cut. I love your hair. It's getting long.
It's getting long. I was just thinking some layers, but I have really fine hair. It doesn't look fine right now. It just looks like a big mess. But I don't know. I basically shouldn't do layers because I basically always wear in a ponytail. So I don't know.
I wish I found the yellow that I wanted. Oh, I know what I'm going to do. Maybe I'll do that.
Yellow for you. Oh, you just reminded me I didn't do my
I think I want to do yellow in my inner corner. I wanted to do my favorite. I couldn't find my makeup that I usually the palette that it's called Coin. Oh, look at this yellow. This is kind of shimmery. Just kidding. Just put a little in there in the corner. Just a little bit. Just for fun. I just feel like my makeup's not done if my inner corner isn't.
Oh, that's right. I forgot my inner corner. What the hell's going on? I'm just all over the place today, too. I know what my problem is.
It's okay.
It's all good. The inner corner is a must. I agree. And I usually use a super light color for that. And
yes, I decided to go with yellow.
Sometimes frost. Are you doing yellow?
Yeah.
Oh, that makes sense.
I'm not sure you could really see it. I don't think you
could. Yeah, a little bit.
A little bit. Maybe I have to put my light down.
Actually, it looks good.
So, I think I'm officially done.
Okay, now you made me. I got to do my inner corner. So I think because I'm going a little bit more with cooler colors, I'm going to do like and this is a highlighter palette.
See, I even set the mood for myself. I have a little candle burning, so I can get into the mood. Let me see if I lower my light. You can see. What do you think?
I like it.
Yeah. Should I buy? I need to find. Oh, I'm kind of stuck. I brought this chair and it's really big, and I'm like in the little corner. Go find my.
I'm trying to decide which highlighter to put on the inner corner. Should I do a?
Do you have a yellow?
Oh, well, I have a yeah, I do. I mean, I have these. This is a highlighter palette, so this is what I have.
Oh, okay. There's that yellow tone.
I was thinking the one next to this. It's kind of a light pearly gold. But I kind of went with cooler color.
I'll have to wear my
my wig later. I'm stuck here.
Your what? Your
My wig.
Oh,
I
your
wanted
wig.
to grab my wig, but
I
I'm
need a
stuck.
wig.
Wigs
put
are
too
so
much on.
fun. I recommend everybody
That's
get a wig.
intense. So now that I've done that, now I want to put it here.
Yes. Oops. Sorry,
My
guys, for all the
bangs are
sounds. Where are my wigs?
Oh yeah, I like that. We forgot to dance it out last week.
Are we dancing?
Well, you were probably like, "Yay!"
No, I forgot, honestly.
So since I
As
did
long
the
as
photo
it's
there, I
like
had
10-second dancing, I'm fine with that. We
we can
danced
just
for a
dance.
whole minute
We
last
can
time.
just dance to our outro. We don't have to dance. But everybody listening, watching, you can dance it out to our outro. Let us know how you feel about our music, by the way. What do you think?
It's cute. I hope you take a picture. I hope you remember to take a picture.
Try.
Does this green look okay? Like,
It looks okay. I would put. Do you have a lighter, like a highlighter in the center, just to give it some dimension? A little bit of ombre.
I know exactly what you're saying. I like that idea actually, and I have.
But I mean, I like it. But
no, but that's gonna give it a little umph.
I'm getting ready to get the scissors and just cut my hair online live. My hair's in my eye. It's hard to do my makeup with, these bangs are too long. Yeah, can you do ombre? Are you going to do it with green or like gold?
I found the perfect one. I love it.
Cowboys, what?
Huh?
Oh. Yes, only Raiders and 49. Oh, Cowboy fans in San Francisco?
Yeah.
Ew. Although I will say I do
Look at this.
I do like Prescott. Okay, let's see. Hold on. I'm missing all the comments. Okay. Okay. Oh yeah, see? There you go.
That was a good call. That is beautiful.
Mm-hmm.
I might do this tomorrow.
Yeah.
I love it. This palette serves me for so many things. I want to put lip gloss on. But,
over the top?
I can. Or no, should I just leave it alone?
Well, no, I like it how it is. Let's do a...
What is that called? Thumbnail.
Oh, yeah. For next week. That way we have something for next week. Yeah. I've been using like the previous week. Yeah.
I know. I was telling Dawn, like, I don't like the picture that from like the second week. Because I was like looking somewhere else. That's just
yeah. Well, you were laughing, but you were like, Yeah, it was
Dawn,
cute.
You're a genius. I'm so glad you asked me to do that because I didn't even think about doing that.
Mm-hmm. Well, I do have, I have art training, so that helps with makeup. Mm-hmm. And that does help with like knowing about contouring and things like that. And it's easier to do it. Some people, like, I can't wear super like bright colors and stuff because my face is kind of like little and different. My skin tone doesn't, I don't know, support that. Probably my age either.
I think that you can rock anything you want.
I could. Mm-hmm.
I think it's about like how you have to wear it, like your attitude, your presence. My wig is here, but it's messy. Ooh. She's messy. She is messy.
Oh, I want a green wig.
I know. These are really good. I'll send you the link. I have one. It's really long, but it's really messy. I have to also comb it.
I had some, but I never wore them. I gave them to my friends because she likes wigs. I've been trying to get rid of things. Like I accumulate too many things.
Same. I'm always like trying to throw things out, especially because I want to move out. I am going to move out at the end of the year. So the less things you have, it's the easier to move, I think.
Oh, 100%. Yeah, for sure.
Yeah. So
it looks good. Okay, did we talk about everything we were going to talk about?
I think so.
I hope so. We didn't do any. Oh, I just heard myself twice. Oh, it was in your
It's because I took my I'm gonna try to put this wig on, guys. Everybody close your eyes.
Okay.
Don't look at me.
Tell me when.
No, I'm just kidding. You can put it on. Ugh. Let's see. This is just like, I'm just gonna throw this on. It's not even properly put on. In case anybody wonders how I become Jamie Cheesebutt, this is how it starts.
This is how it all came together.
This is how it starts.
Where is it? Let me see with the makeup.
I have to fix the bangs, but
oh my gosh, so much green. Love it. See the green without the gold. I think the problem that I've tried to do green and gold together, and it's just gross. That's why green with some blue is better.
Here.
Mm-hmm.
You're back in my ear now.
Okay.
It's not perfect, but it's here.
And it's green.
And she's green and she's perfect.
Purple. Green and purple.
Have you ever put green and purple together? It's so pretty. It's kind of like the Joker colors.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's... Mm-hmm. Well, I do have a little purple. I tried it tonight, but then I ended up going over it. And well, I ended up going over it. It was like a light purple. I did. But much more subtle.
I'm ridiculous. I am sweating.
I know, it's so hot. Go get it, Joker butt. Oh, we love you. Okay, so let's bring her home, Jamie. So yeah, so looking forward to seeing all your tweets tomorrow from the Packer game.
I'm gonna do some videos. And
are you only gonna watch the Packer game, or are you gonna watch all other games?
I'm gonna watch games at home, and then I'm supposed to get to the bar at 11:30 because the earlier you get there, the better with parking and stuff.
Okay.
So I watched the first game, but I can watch it on my phone. I'll drive watching the games on the phone. And then I'll get there for 11:30 set up, and they're always playing all game. I mean, that place opens at 10 a.m. so that you can watch the rest of the game. So I'll probably be there and watch the rest of the morning game. All of them will be on. And then, the Packers start at 1:25.
1:25 California time. And then what about Sunday Night Football? You'll be home for Sunday Night Football?
Yeah, and I'll be home for Sunday Night Football to watch it.
Okay. And then there's going to be Monday Night Football. Whoa.
I love it. Well, I'll be at work. I will probably catch the end of the game because I go to work and I get off at 7:30. So I watch at the third quarter, usually.
Well, Jamie, it's been fun playing with my granddaughter. And everyone who's watching and replaying, we thank you for joining us. We hope you enjoyed today's episode. Next week, we'll be talking about tomorrow's game. Might be a little bit different schedule next week because Jamie will be in Green Bay.
I'll be in Green Bay. I'll be in Appleton. I'll be in Wisconsin on Saturday, which is when we usually film and record is on Saturdays, but I'll be in Wisconsin.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So we'll do a little earlier.
We might go on Friday. Depends on how things work out. But
we're busy people.
We don't have normal schedules. We're just all over the place. We're two single crazy girls.
We just like to have fun.
All right. So we do hope you enjoyed today's episode. And
today we talked about all kinds of random things. And it's okay. That's what it is. We talked about the Packers. We talked about our friendship, Glamour and glam daughter relationship, and it's just how it is. You never know what you're gonna get here, but just know we're gonna have a great time.
We need to figure out a name for glam daughter.
I know,
Like
that's
a 2-syllable glam kid.
Glam kid works. Yes.
Glam kid, glam kid, glam girl. No, glam kid. You're my glam kid.
Oh, I like that.
I like it.
If you enjoyed, please let us know by giving us a video a thumbs up, subscribe, and click on the little bell so you're notified every time we go live. Where can you find us, Dawn?
Where can you find us, Dawn? You can find me at Dawn DeKisto, right here on Twitter and on YouTube, and at Beauty Touchdown, and at Hey We Like Your Pod, and all over the place. So I am everywhere: Facebook, Instagram. And Jamie, you're Jamie Cheesebot, right?
I'm Jamie Cheesebutt. I'm the only Jamie Cheesebutt. So you can just Google Jamie Cheesebutt and I'll pop up somewhere. You can find me at Jamie No Last Name on Twitter and Instagram. Jamie for Reals for my mental health content. And on TikTok, I'm also Jamie for Reals. That's JAMIE for Reals.
For
Reals. Every week of the NFL season.
And it's the first actually official show today, because I'm calling this episode 1. The last 4 were just practice, and we appreciate you joining us and helping us get ready for the season and get ready for game day. And we hope you enjoy tomorrow's game. So let's dance it out. Like to look and feel your best?
Like football?
Touchdown Beauty is for you.
Score a touchdown with your beauty.
Because we can be girly girls and football fans.